morning, YouTube. This is a book haul. Obligatory thumbnail moment. Jeez. I hadn't actually planned to pick up too many books this month, being that Christmas is right around the corner, and my Christmas list basically just consists of books and bookshelves. But yeah, I caved. Basically, there's a shop near my house that's a charity shop, but it's completely booked. They had a sale, so there was a sale, books for 50p, and I'm weak. So first up from WH Smith's this month, I did pick up Redeemed by PC and Kristen Cast. Now this is a series that I followed for I think around 7 years. I can't believe it's been out that long, but you can kind of see them. I think you can. Wait. Okay. They are all along here, and it really bugs me though because I have 6 that are hardback and 6 that aren't hardback, and I can never find them all in the same type, including one that has orange on the pages. And as cool as this is, it's the only book that I actually own that does this, so it's the odd one out. And I want my shelves to like match up and all be the same height. So this series, I don't actually want to give spoilers on this book, as obviously it's like 12 books in. So the next book that I picked up was The Ice Twins by S.K. Tremaine? Yeah. This book I actually picked up at a train station because I had a really long journey to go through and I had nothing to do. And the WH Smiths actually had a really tiny selection of YA, and what they did have I'd already bought. So this isn't really a YA book, it's more of like an adult thriller suspense thing, but it looked really interesting. It's about a couple of twins and one of them dies, and it's all about the parents trying to figure out which twin they actually have left. Not read yet because even though I bought this to read on the train, I wound up reading just a whole bunch of submissions for off tomes instead, so I still need to get into this one, but it looks really curious. And it's even a Sunday Times #1 bestseller, so it's gotta be good. Okay, the next books that I picked up was a trilogy sort of box set from Jacqueline Wilson, and these aren't actually for me, but I have, what is it? The Worry website, The Worst Thing About My Sister, and The Mum Minder. So basically I have a 10-year-old little cousin and she's just gotten into reading. Yes! So for this Christmas I decided that as her favourite books are by Jacqueline Wilson, I'd buy her a box set from Waterstones and slowly convert her to just loving all the books. I picked up Angel Fever by L.A. Weatherly. Now I already have the first book in this series, which I believe is just called Angel, and this is in fact the third, but I saw this and I can never find these books anywhere, so I still need to pick up the second. So I don't want to give spoilers on this one being the third book, and I also don't want to read the back because it'll probably spoil a lot of things about the second, so I'm going to show you the first book. Also, can we just take a minute because look at these covers. They're so pretty. I need the second one. I need it. So it follows a girl called Willow who is sort of able to see inside people's minds, see their futures, see all these interesting things about them, and it's in a world where angels are actually really bad. So instead of the, you know, the lovely angels that you get in things like Fallen by Lauren Kate, instead angels kind of feed on people's life forces and leave them in just a comatose state. So it's all about her teaming up with a boy called Alex and trying to kind of uncover this whole angel world and kind of defeat angels, and there is a huge twist and I love this book so much. Next up I went to Forbidden Planet, which actually has a giant YA section but also more of like an indie section, so lots of indie authors, and I picked up Touch and Silence in, does it have a name? Oh, the Queen of the Dead series. And these are so tiny, literally you could just put this in your pocket and take it with you anywhere. No longer do you have an excuse for not being able to fit a book in your bag, because you could just pick up Michelle Sagara's series and tuck it into your pocket and read it. So Silence is actually the first in this trilogy. The third one isn't out yet, or I believe it wasn't there when I picked them up. So basically this is a paranormal ghost kind of book about a girl called Emma who her boyfriend dies and she can talk to the dead, she can touch the dead, she can see the dead, and this is a really abnormal thing. So it's all about her helping the dead and just basically discovering all this cool stuff. I have already read this one actually, and I absolutely loved it. Literally, Michelle Sagara, oh, there goes the bookmark apparently. Michelle Sagara, new favourite author because she is just so good. She creates such a great world and I love the ideas. It's so creepy. Also, again, more really pretty covers. Even though it's such a tiny book, I love that she's managed to have really beautiful covers. So on another note, if ever you really want to pick up some new books but you can't afford to go to Waterstones or WH Smith's or Foyles or anything like that and pick up a brand new book, you can generally get a really good selection in charity shops that aren't too battered or anything. So I completely recommend it. So the first book that I saw when I went into the shop was The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J Maas, and oh my god, I love the Throne of Glass series so much. I think I'm 2 or 3 books into it, still need to get the last one, but I didn't realise they had novellas. So I saw this, I don't want to look at the back, I just want to read it because it's so amazing. I love the world she creates. So yeah, got this one. Also 50p, and there is nothing wrong with it. What, why? Why would people give this away? Next up is Teardrop by Lauren Kate, and she is my favourite author, so I don't know why I don't actually have any other books by her. I mean, I have the Fallen series up here because they are just my all-time favourite books and I can't wait for the movie next year. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be so good. This super shiny book, I have quite frankly no idea what this is about other than it's by Lauren Kate, which is good enough for me. So I'm gonna get stuck into this probably over Christmas break because Lauren Kate, need I say more? So I picked up Homer's The Iliad, and this is actually for my university course, so I'm quite happy that I managed to get it 50p because usually university books are so expensive. And the fact that I do an English course means that I have to buy a lot of books, so I'm pretty chuffed that I managed to get this one. So I picked up The Days of Blood and Starlight by Laini Taylor. I actually read the first book in this series years and years ago, so I think I need to reread that one before I get stuck into this because there's a trilogy, I believe, so there's one more that I need to get, but I remember absolutely loving it so much, so definitely going to get stuck into this after I read the first one again because I think that I will forget. I think I will have forgotten a lot about it. But also, pretty cover, more pretty cover. Oh, I love how many pretty covers I've managed to get today. So if any of you have ever seen The Lovely Bones on TV or on DVD, anything like that, it's actually adapted from a book and I love the movie so much. It's so ingenious, it's so incredible, and I'm such a movie nut that I really wanted to read the book. So when I saw this, I immediately grabbed it. And this is all about a girl called Susie Salmon who is killed on her, I think it's her 14th birthday, or she is 14. Either way, she is killed, and it's all about her from heaven kind of watching over her family and trying to find out who killed her and then trying to find her as well. So it's just such an incredible read. Not really YA, but a good book nonetheless. I picked up Graceland by Kristen Cashore, and I'm not actually sure what this one's about. I remember seeing loads of reviews for it or loads of people talking about it quite a while ago. So when I saw this, plus again, the really pretty cover, I've got to stop stroking the covers of books, this is weird. Anyway, this just looked really good. The blurb on the back was really interesting and I'm just looking forward to getting stuck into it. So I've been wanting to get into the Throne of Glass series for ages. I actually have the first book here. However, I saw this one, which is The City of Glass, and the collector's edition of Infernal Devices Book 2 Clockwork Prince. So these are both by Cassandra Clare, and again, both 50p, and look at the size of these books. This is going to take me forever to get through, especially this one because it's so much larger than like every book. It's like hardback size, except it's all text. It's all text. So yeah, I think I still need to buy quite a lot of books to complete this series, as I don't even have book 2 yet. So I probably won't read this one for a while until I've got like book 1, 2 and 3 so that I can maybe marathon some of them. But yeah, I've watched the movie and I really enjoyed that, so I'm 100% certain that I'm gonna love the series. I picked up The Fire Sermon by Francesca Haig. This isn't really like a YA book, I don't think. I think it's more like NA adult, but it's got the whole paranormal dystopia-esque kind of vibe going to it, and it's about a world where whenever twins are born, one of them is deemed imperfect, sent away from the family, cast out, and just kind of has to just go live their life on their own. However, they are still connected to their twins, because if one of them dies, the other one dies. So if somebody wants to assassinate the perfect twin who lives in this like amazing society, all rich, all the best jobs, all everything, if somebody wanted to assassinate them, all they've got to do is just go and kill their imperfect twin and it's there. So I think this one's going to be a really interesting read, because I love the idea of twins. I love books that kind of centre around twins because it's just such an obscure take, I guess. The idea that one is perfect, one is imperfect. So completely looking forward to getting into this one. I think I might read it in January for January TBR. I don't know, I'm quite interested and I love the cover. It's kind of like, oh, what's it called? I don't know, but paper, basically. It's like little figures made out of paper and they're running along a book, and I just think that's so cool. The last book in this haul is Cardcaptors Sakura, and I watched this anime as a kid so much. It was one of my favourite TV shows, so when I saw that there was a manga of this, I just had to buy it to kind of reminisce, because, I don't know, just look at all the pretty pictures in this. They're just, oh, I love the artwork done in Cardcaptors. She's just so cute. Yeah, so this is like a really small book, so I'll probably breeze through it in one sitting, but I had to buy it because nostalgia. Tell me if any of you have ever seen Cardcaptor Sakura or Cardcaptors, because I don't think I've ever known anyone who's actually watched this before. I think it must just be me. So yeah, please do let me know if you remember this TV show so we can fangirl together. So that is my book haul for December. I realise Christmas hasn't even come yet, so I'm probably gonna get a little bit of a Christmas book haul going on later in the month. Nearly said year, that would work too. Later in the year. It's so nearly 2016, it's madness. This year has gone so quickly. I don't think I've read anywhere near as much as I wanted to, but hopefully next year that'll be better, because I'll have my new bookshelves. I can set up a TBR bookshelf, and God knows that half of the books that I own should be on the TBR bookshelf. Let me know if you think I should read any of these books really soon, because I'm really bad at picking what to read next. I can never decide, so I think a TBR shelf will help with that. But yeah, I will see you probably again before Christmas, because I'm thinking of doing the 'tis the season tag. So I will see you then. Bye!